and gentlemen, to another episode. Today, we're going to talk about Tia, Mowry, and her husband getting back together. And let's watch these clips, then we're going to come back and talk about it.
Mowry spent her Thanksgiving with ex-husband Corey Hardrick. She posted a picture with Corey and the kids. I was looking at the picture. Now, I'm not a body language expert, but what I think is Tia has seen what is out there. Tia has caught a few fish and she'd had to throw them back in the ocean. Just last month, Tia was saying that dating is difficult and how men don't want to court women anymore. And I think she might have looked around and said, you know what, Corey may be all right. When you go through a divorce, it's very hard. But you know, here's the thing. When you split up and then those holidays, that's what gets you. Not a body language expert, but I'm saying, you see the way she leaning on Corey? She leaning on Corey like, oh yeah, I remember this little spot. I remember this spot. You be at the holiday parties with your families and then the song, chestnuts roasting. Then, you know, she got her arm on that leg, that little tingle, and went up to his arm. Then your kids looking up at you like, Mommy, Daddy, we want you back together. And then, you know what happens? You always got to put them kids to bed. And then it's just the two of you. So I say, Tia and Corey, you better be careful. Because Tia and Corey going to be under the mistletoe, over the mistletoe. They're going to be picking mistletoe out their teeth.
I've always wanted the family dynamic of having a mom and a dad in one household. And when you're dropping your kids off, you actually visually see how that is no longer.
Being alone has been the most challenging part of my divorce. It's times like this when I feel and wish that my sister and I were still close and I could, you know, pick up the phone and call her. But that's just not where we are right now.
How hard is it in the dating world now?
Oh my God.
What is it like out there for a single woman?
Shot of tequila? No. No,
I haven't been single for 5 years, so I don't know what this world is like out there. But I know it. But from what I see and from what I hear, it is tough.
It is very tough, and it is exhausting.
It's exhausting.
I want to throw the towel in. Someone had told me, and I wanted to be like, no, I disagree with you, and I don't want to believe it. My last relationship, when dating was, you know, when I was, you know, dating this person, it was beautiful. It was amazing. It was wonderful. There was courting that was, you know, involved. And I was saying how I feel like that's no longer, you know, present, meaning like people just don't court each other anymore. And this person was like, well, you know, that's old news. Like people just don't do that anymore. There's just this whole new way of doing things. And I'm like, you mentioned tradition, you know, and I think that's where it kind of needs to go back to, you know, where, you know, a man is, courting a woman and showing her, you know, how much he appreciates her and wants her and loves her or wants to be with her. They have this mentality right off the bat that there is someone else. Do you know what I mean? Like there could be someone else.
Is it that they're the prize?
Yes. Yes.
We talking deep here.
Yes.
We about to get into it.
Oh my God, that the man is the prize.
The man is the prize.
Yes. I'm talking loud. Yes. Also, it seems as if men are now just looking at women as objects. Things are so, it's like instant gratification. You know what I mean? They just want something like quick and easy and now. I do have a feeling and a sense of freedom following my divorce, mainly because I had been struggling for a minute about what is it that I felt was best for me. Thanks to intuition and trust in self, I was able to move through that and feel, you know, a sense of freedom.
All right, so for me, it seemed like you literally watching somebody kind of like crash out, lose their mind, have a midlife crisis right before your eyes. When you see 1 minute she's saying this, the next minute she's saying that, them getting back together. A lot of people gonna talk stuff. The men gonna give him a hard time. They're gonna call him a simp. You already know that. It was a bad look for her to divorce. The grass ain't green on the other side. Don't we know these sayings, these wise sayings, these words of wisdom that came from the ancestors, from the elders? And it's like this generation of people who out here in the world today just don't think fat meat is greasy. You had to publicly speak on your divorce, making these TikToks, dancing. You took the internet through your dating experience when you put yourself back out here on the market. All of it just to blow up in your face. For all of it to pretty much be some type of regret. I don't know what happened with her in her marriage for her to feel like she needed to get out of it and then try to go date and find something better, only to not even be able to do that. And I'm not saying that there probably wasn't another man out there that may not have treated her well. She just probably didn't want him. He probably didn't have the money, the look. Y'all already know. She spoke about tradition, and I'm listening like, well, traditionally, women don't leave their husbands just because. You could even give a valid reason. Infidelity wasn't a reason. He even said that himself. 2 children, to break that up, and then now y'all supposed to be back together. You got your arm on his leg. It's one of them things where you single-handedly destroyed your house. You took your husband and children through all this unnecessary trauma only to want it back. And kudos to that man. That's like a strong brother right there to accept you back after what you did. Most men wouldn't have. You had people looking at your husband crazy because everybody was wondering why. And I think society just naturally blames the man. So everybody's thinking he had to have done something. And when you can't even articulate what a person did, that means it ain't nothing there. And don't give me the Hollywood irreconcilable differences either. Her talking about wanting to be courted. Now, I've been married since I was 19. So I know times have changed just being on the internet looking at other people's experiences. There's very few men who court, and there's very few women that men deem courtable. So you wanted to thrust yourself back out here without knowing the game. Then you get out there, you like, oh, this ain't what I want. I want to be courted. Girl, you had a man who courted you. You said it. We heard her say it. And you up and left that. And you thought you was going to find somebody else that you liked as much as liked you, that was going to court you and treat you like a lady and not just look at you like an object. And it's like, girl, these single people be telling us how ferocious it is out here. Why would you jump head first back into that? It's safe over here. And some people may feel like it's boring, it's the same old whatever, but it's safer. And y'all see how some of these states, these STDs on the rise out here. Stop letting an illusion, a mirage fool you. Sometimes what you got is good enough and safe for you. And if you try to be greedy and try to get more, it'll blow up in your face. She cut off her nose just to spite her face, only to spin the block. I don't know if it was money, her feeling like she got money, so she gonna be all right. She didn't need him financially. You know, maybe that's what made her feel like she was good. She could do this, but with minor children too. Nobody really feel bad for Tia. Everybody has kind of just sat back and watched her self-destruct. You and your sister ain't close no more. I don't even know what's the backstory on that one. Maybe her sister wanted to distance herself from this foolishness and keep her marriage solid. I want to just put some respect on this man's name. You know, I know some people gonna say he shouldn't take her back. That's their business though. That's, you know, his place to decide if he wants his wife back. But I think a lot of respect got to be given to this man for everything that he went through, for him to never speak negatively on her, and for him to allegedly be getting back with her. Y'all leave me a comment and let me know what y'all think about this situation. I'll be looking forward to it. As always, I appreciate the love and support. So the next time, I will catch y'all on the next episode. Peace out.